Hi there, Sue here. I just wanted to talk today about how I make and show you how I make my keto hot chocolate or hot cacao. I've kind of fallen in love with this lately, and I make it a little bit different at the moment because I'm on the HCG diet. So this is a cheat that I do on the HCG diet, and I still lose. So, which I'm quite delighted about, and yeah, so let's get going. I'm just going to move this around here so you can see what I'm doing. And then I'll zoom it in. Okay, so what I have in this is the basics for this hot cacao are raw cacao powder, much better for you than buying cocoa. You can use cocoa if you're stuck, but I don't buy the stuff. I buy raw cacao. It has a better flavour, it has a better nutritional profile. It's not baked to all the goodnesses out of it. And it's, yeah, good stuff. I use coconut oil. So when you're buying coconut oil, you want raw organic if you can do it, or virgin coconut oil. If you buy the stuff that's been heat treated, it's got no flavour and it's got no real goodness in it. It's okay for cooking sometimes, but yeah, I always opt for the extra virgin or raw, yeah, cold pressed coconut oil. Has a really nice flavour. And for a sweetener, I use either stevia. I generally use stevia. You could also use something like that, like Natvia or Swerve, which is erythritol. This one's erythritol and stevia mix, which I think Swerve is as well. And then for some extras, I also use coconut cream or coconut milk as well. If you're doing keto or HCG, make sure that your coconut milk doesn't have any starch additives to it. So if it's got numbers on there, check out those numbers and see what they are. You want something that's basically just coconut and water. And if it's got anything else in there, you don't want anything that's got carbohydrate or starches in there. So check out the carbohydrate content on there too. That's always a bit of an indication. So some extras that I use in there sometimes, at least once a day, are some collagen or gelatin, and my probiotic mixture. So I either put that in a matcha once a day or in a hot chocolate. Sometimes I'll do it twice a day, just depends, but usually just once a day. And if you don't know what that is, check out my video. I'll put a link to it underneath this video, so you can see what that's about and whether you want to try doing that for yourself. Alright, so I've got my cup here, my kettle's boiled. So what I do is I use a big coffee pot, just so that, because I blend it up with a stick blender. So I put in a large heaped kind of spoonful of cacao. And I put in the stevia comes with a little tiny spoon. I put in my hot chocolate, I'll put in one and about a half of these because I like it sweet. And then I will put in some coconut oil. Look at my coconut oil, it looks kind of manky because it's got matcha tea and cacao in there off the spoons. You can tell I use it a lot. So on HCG, I'll put in a teaspoon. If you're just doing keto, you could put more than that in if you wanted to, tablespoon, whatever. Or use MCT oil. I don't use MCT because it upsets my belly. And then I'm not going to put the collagen or the fibre in now because I've already had that earlier on today. And so I'm going to put my coconut milk in there. So on HCG, I just put in about 4 teaspoons. Again, if you're just keto, put in however much you want. Turn it into a nice little fatty drink, which is always really good. And then I just get my hot water. And I fill my cup up. Pour that into a coffee pot and use my trusty stick blender. This thing is amazing. The stick blender, I've had it for a few years now. I bought it when we were travelling in Australia for about $30 and it just never misses a beat. So this is why I put it in the coffee pot, because it comes up. You can't do it in a cup, it's just you're gonna end up burning yourself. You need to have it in something high. Now, what I also do with this, most of the time, is I add a drop of essential oil. So a lot of the time, at the moment, I put On Guard in there. On Guard is a blend of clove and cinnamon and wild orange and rosemary, great for the immune system, for warding off all those winter ills, which we're just coming into winter here in New Zealand. And so I've been putting a drop of that in one of these a day, and it's just a great way to take it. Otherwise, other options would be wild orange. Orange and chocolate always go together amazingly, or you could even put peppermint in there if you wanted to, if you like peppermint and chocolate. Or if you wanted to make it more of a, what's the word? With the spices, chai type kind of flavour, I guess. Black pepper, cardamom, cinnamon, those three together. If the three of them were too strong, putting a drop of each in, I would just put a drop of each into a teaspoon. Use a toothpick, get some on the toothpick, put it into your drink, taste it, see if it's good enough. If not, get a bit more on the toothpick, put it in. Just makes it really easy to limit the amount. But today I'm just going to put a drop of On Guard in there. And that just, it gives it a really nice flavour. The orange, the wild orange comes through, and the clove and the cinnamon. And then you've got the immune boosting benefits as well. So that's it. So that's how I make my keto or HCG cheat chocolate, hot chocolate or hot cacao. If I don't put the spices in, so I'll probably make another one later on tonight, and if I don't put the essential oils in, I'll just sprinkle cinnamon over the top of that. Doesn't that look great? Tastes good as well. So I will put links. I'm going to put this onto a blog post, so essentiallysusan.com. I will put the link to that post once it's done underneath this video. I will also put links to these products or products like them, so that you can go straight there and grab those if you want to. And if you've got any questions, let me know. Any questions, put them in the box below, or find me on one of my other contact me social media sites that I've got in the description below, and or on my website. And I will talk to you another day. Try that hot chocolate and see what you think. You're going to love it, I think. All right, okay, bye for now.